Train at platform 2 is in a third. This way, is it? She wouldn't be. Stop raining.
Weird people on pub crawls.
I don't do pub crawls anymore. Oh, that's where we went for breakfast loads of times during the lockdowns in there. Cafe Placa. It's great for breakfast. It's canny.
I don't know what in the context you're referring to.
What would you say it means?
When someone is, when it's canny, my English means it's a bit quirky.
Okay.
That's the Aussie English version of it.
Okay. Geordie for canny is, that's quite good. It's all right.
Oh.
You know, it's canny.
Like literally.
I feel like we're in Dubai.
I found out because I worked for the Canary Wharf works
So sort of the media management side of things.
property manager, the property developer. It's actually an Melbourne. And what they did is they did it on like a Canadian mall. It took me, you know, the £5 meal deal, which is down there.
Right.
It took me 6 months of living here before I found the Waitrose. You know how long it took me to find the M&S?
Have you not got Google Maps, like?
Google Maps didn't help, mate, when everything's underground and you can't figure out things. It took me 9 months to find that.
You'd be able to tell the time here. This is
And that's one kind of where I work up there.
up there.
Whew. Now, if you want some money, stick your hand out, you might catch some. Yeah. Look at Mediterranean. Do you want American money, or do you want Swiss money, or do you want some German money?
All of it.
Couple of bits of towns as well. This is comfortable for me. Where I'm living now is not comfortable. Like houses on, like, you know, those cute English houses. Not comfortable. Not comfortable. You know?
Oh, I can see the Britannia. Yeah, I saw it on the videos, the protests.
Up because the council is all Bangladeshi Muslims. There's 3 white people.
You know, so a quite big TV. We have a fridge and it's got cans in, but I don't think they're alcoholic. And tea, coffee. And what's in here, do you think? Oh, wardrobe, iron and hairdryer. I don't know if you can see that because it's a bit dark in there. Haven't been in here yet, so let's see what the bathroom's like. Oh my god, this is swanky. Do you know that word? Swanky? Good. This is like accessible as well, so if you're on a wheelchair you could probably use this fine. That's good. They don't usually cater for disabilities, so yeah, that's just the door. Let's see if we can see the view, because I'm not sure if we'll be able to because it's dark. But let's have a go. Yeah, you can see me. I can certainly see the skyline. But it's been raining, so I've got like frizzy hair and everything. Like, I straightened my hair before I came out. That was a waste of time. Anyway, I'm tired. It's late. Good night. Yeah, I saw that. It's going to be a riot. Zoom in.
The restaurant will be there.
Lady ducks. Sorry. Sun's come out.
Actually.
Step 2.
Yeah, straight through, and then this bit here,
We come around the
that's people's corner.
It's easier to find from this end, I find. I get lost coming in from the other way.
Seats, you know, on plane.
Yeah.
And then have a look at the
Don't look out, I know.
down.
Yeah, so I've started going out at 6 o'clock in the morning. Just do a round.
There'll be all
Because we haven't started yet, but everyone's chatting all there. And there's quite a few people here, isn't there?
pioneer.
There is, yeah.
20 years ago, the treat
Getting stuff if you want. Oh, that's a good one.
The bright side of history.
Kind.
And it's
Kind.
shout out. Don't have to do it clearly. I'm quite deaf. Anyway, so when your kids go to these places, they're in a lot, and there's a lot of downtime. They might be forced to stay in all day if they're in a sixth form, or if they're at a college. There'll be loads of these clubs where they're expected.
No, it's it. Starts.
Yeah.
And I've got sunglasses on. Top of my reading glasses.
Anyway, so I didn't wear like white thing yesterday. Going.
A bit far for me. I didn't go
so
because it was
was-
far, and I'd already booked to come here, so I'd
Oh,
already
so-
made my plans.
He needs to be people who live in the areas in a posh town to the left, about 3 miles to the left. 2 less room. Yeah, I've got all sorts of waves and strays. But like Cormac is like somewhere where people have there's been like I was trying to look at the stats last night and this morning, but it's just like the horrendous increases in just sexual assault.
Hello, Granny. I was like, I'm not a granny.
And he said, "Oh, are they on it?"
So you talking about yourself?
You're a granny. I'll still take
I'm
it.
not, and I'm not a granny.
And then
Not yet.
apparently he got arrested not long after I left. But it was
I'm
very
delighted
interesting.
to.
'Cause they were all like in my face, leaflets in my face, stuff surrounding me. And then he was like, "What are you gonna do, bruv?" And this and they just all were like, they fall far right. They wouldn't have surrounded any of us. It's very interesting that people walking by, like people that pay fortunes who don't want labour. But anyway, it's Liberal Democrat she is, which actually has Helen Belcher. So in many ways, silly shit. And she used to do gardening because she's got children the same age as my children. So when she said, so I went in, it was a day, it was like, hey, what do you think of work? I thought, hey, I'm going to go and do that. And I think you all should, actually. I think you need to be looking people in the eye. Is the policies that they put in place are not kind of academic, nice things to say. It actually has a material impact. So I asked her a question. She was like, my daughters are happy to use unisex spaces.
Yeah, right, no. So I'm here to talk about children and children. My son is 25 and he's autistic. And literally by the skin of the teeth, he finished school for the gender ideology. And this is what my passion is. Led from this far. So this brand's ideology. And as a mother, a ruler,
With their image, they don't live so much in their own bodies. Like, I'm a very vain person, and I was even worse. I know, it's a shocker. I'm really vain, and I spent a lot of time in the mirror. But probably when I was 15, I probably saw a photo of myself. Maybe, I don't know, 6 times a year, maybe if it's a holiday, Christmas, and then you'd wait 2 weeks. You wouldn't go and then go, oh, that's not great. You'd maybe hope that you didn't have the fucking sticker on your photos when they came back. But they have this consistent, am I good enough affirmation on Instagram all the time. And frankly, they never are. Because who is? Because I don't want to talk about myself so much. But in the mirror, I think we all have a narrative with ourselves that when we look in the mirror. So when I look in the mirror, I probably don't see this. I probably do see a bit of this, but I see myself quite different to how a camera sees me. How a camera sees me is a definite woman, 50, could do with losing a few pounds. Mirror doesn't say that. Mirror doesn't say that to me at all. And I think their interaction is consistently with the recorded image.
I'm not blaming them, you know.
Yeah.
That level of pressure.
I'm just expanding it so that I'm just carrying on because I feel relatively defensive. And, I think I know I'm wrong about makeup. There's no fucking way I'm not wearing it. I think you saw me in Washington without makeup. I didn't know any girls that didn't wear makeup when I was like 18 to 21. We all wear makeup. And I see a lot more younger women rejecting makeup completely, never wearing it, that sort of visit my home. So I think it's both very extreme, not at all, and then there's those that when they do wear it, they wear a lot. It's a lot. But I think that's still a little more preferable than going the other, like the rejection of it. I guess it's all part of the same thing. And the rejection of it for some girls is, I will not participate in that. Therefore, I will reject all of it. And I think all of that includes just being female. And and it's all part of the same stuff. And these poor girls. Anyway, just say something because I feel like you just said that about makeup, and then I just come on and I'm the embodiment. Fucking makeup and lipstick and all of those trappings. But not everyone looks as beautiful as you without makeup, Jim.
That's true.
Touch on it, kind of.
I haven't really thought much to want to say, but just going back to where we were initially with policies and things like that. I've just been putting a couple of FOIs in. So I'm from Cambridgeshire. I've quite like needling politicians are elected elite. And somebody alerted me, one of the crews in Cambridgeshire County Council put in a motion at the council the other week, or the woe is me, because the Supreme Court, we can't use the term men. We've got those. We promote near us that's got a sign on it saying, do not defecate in the street. I bullet the ship off. We walk past, we go on the other side, because we know there's a guy that regularly takes a poo. This was not how our country was even 5 years ago. Critical race theory, climate change.
It doesn't matter if you've got a nick out next to your daughter and the lady. It's for transgender right. It doesn't matter if they rape and slaughter Israelis. It's free Palestine. It doesn't matter if they fight babies, you bring a handmaid's tale to life. It doesn't matter if women die. It's for the LGBTQ to die. It doesn't matter if little schoolgirls aren't safe on the streets. It's more important to protect grown men from a tweet. Doesn't matter if 3 girls end up in the back of a hearse. It's not a terrorist, just a little bit more further. It doesn't matter if 250,000 little girls are raped, enslaved, and tortured every single. It's almost 2 years since my first ever speak, and I know if you saw that, and I started writing my academic language, the public language, saying that objections from Dr. Owen's solicitor or Hansel General. So I don't know what to tell you in particular for them. They didn't care and they had no problem with my words. So what we intervened was basically stop using lesbians to justify men and space sexuality.
It's time. This country has always done better with women lead it. It's time to let women run this country. And I'm a pretty bloated bloke. Sorry about that. If I say anything inappropriate, I've got the autism going, you've got a bit of ADHD. But, I want to lead, a normal life. Everything that's been said here is moderate, it's common sense, and I would fully agree. I don't need to repeat. But the thing is, you guys go down, basically take these idiots men on, because we have fascists down there, and I can name them. We have radical Islamists down there, and I've named them for place. I am very disappointed to hear what you said about Haraj. I think he is too weak to lead this country. We need a woman in charge. And I think that what is happening, Marilyn? What is happening? What is happening is we have men hijacking your issues, and they are hijacking it by behaving like a load of football louts. I saw them in the summer. Everybody knows what's happened, knows that a certain Thomas has basically highlighted this. But it's time to let women speak, because we have a dangerous ideology in this country. And unless people like you step up and actually tell it like it is, you're going to have more men go and cause more trouble, and we're going to have total social order, disorder, and chaos. I turned up at one of these hotel things, and I was aggressively treated by a man. I mean, he knows me. If you were saying anything I disagreed with, I'd be chirping away, and I had waited patiently. It's time for people like you to go and engage with the idiots down there. They are total idiots. People like Bob, he's a fascist. I've labelled him a fascist. He's calling for you. You need to go down and let women speak in that corner. I know that I came with a couple of people a year ago. I don't have any associations with them. Found out what they were like. But you need to take sensible issues that you are saying, and you need to take it to our politicians. You need to take it to all the parties, because all of our parties are becoming hijacked by this trans ideology. I think J.K. Rowling has spoken out on it. Yeah? You need to get involved, because if you do not get involved, we are going to lose things. And we are letting idiot fascists start up behaving badly and basically hijacking your issues. So I really enjoyed my time. I really looking forward to see your performance down at the Speaker's Corner. So hopefully that's the end of number one time. Thank you very much for letting me take
Okay. We're here as women without borders, ironically, because there is no division between those young ladies with their faces covered and us. We all deserve the same rights. And that's something that I believe and have always spoken about. Thankfully, my view is if you are not frightened of Islam and what it brings to this country, haven't been listened to. What it will do to women and our liberty, we see it already. We see it already. In Tower Hamlets, you barely see people's faces, women's faces, right? Imagine you've got that one family there. You're a Muslim family. You come from that one family where your father and your brother, they're not going to beat the living shit out of you if you don't cover your face. You feel that you could walk about in Tower Hamlets with your face uncovered. You think honestly that the men don't see women with their faces uncovered is different? If all faces are covered, that woman's face becomes something else.
Yeah.
If our faces are continuously covered, the uncovered woman is a slut. She deserves it. Like that bloke that I argued with a few weeks ago down there, the uncovered woman is basically encouraging the illegal thoughts of men. And I'll tell you where that came from. So just very briefly, before we go down there and we have to move on. The children that weren't covered were encouraging paedophiles. That's basically what it says. And I'm going to tell you, so I've thought about this a lot, and I'll tell you where it comes from. It comes from Pakistani families having the discussion. How did those girls in Rotherham, Derby, in Oxford, in Telford, in Bristol, wherever in the country, how did they get raped? Well, they were uncovered. That's sex. I don't even know what the point is. Risks you take don't get you killed by them, and then you make better. And I promise we will win. If you can keep making sure that you are moving forward, that you are having conversations that need to be had with people, whether it's your children's school, whether it's your kids' university, whether it's complaining to the NMC, whether it's talking to the General Medical Council, wherever it is that you need to make your voices heard, as long as you keep doing it, I promise we will win. And do you know why else we're going to win?
Well, I've seen that.
Got a bit of a limp there.
Yeah, I've got a hip problem.
I was hoping they met.
To beat it out.
last year.
Have like a US guided injection. Been waiting nearly 6 months for it. Eventually I'll need a hip replacement. But carry on.
Reminds me of Marilyn Monroe. With that hair, especially.
Sounds a bit nuts to me. Sounds a bit nuts. Just need to punish people and start getting the police active. That might help. Okay, come in, come round. Take up some space. Come in, come round. Hello. Good afternoon. Actually, I'm going to stand a little bit. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to South Island. We come here as a very happy atheist woman to speak about the things that these men think they can talk about here in this space. So, we come vagina? There's no such thing as non-binary? Transitional children? We also come here to talk about the women throughout the world who are oppressed by Islam, who are forced to cover their faces. We say, free your face, sister. We say, free your face. The women across Saudi Arabia, whose husbands are so weak, they have to cover their women's faces. And they have to cover their women's hair. We say to women in Iran, we hear your suffering when you're in prison for freeing your hair.
So let women speak. Let speak women.
Yeah, I'm speaking for myself. Yeah, I'm speaking for myself. You should uncover your hair.
I am covering my hair.
You should uncover your hair.
Why?
Because this is not customary. Because when you cover your hair, you insult all the women across the world. You're in prison still. For freeing their hair. Yes.
My choice.
Yes.
Myself.
Yes.
Insulting.
Yes.
To women.
Yes. Yes.
What happened to you? My body, my choice. What happened?
Well, I don't
to you?
believe
Why did you?
that everybody you do is back to the so does impact
No. Sorry, just grabbed hold of your hair by accident.
Why is it insulting to cover my hair?
Because when you do, when you you then make women cover them very and so yeah, you do. Yeah, when you cover them, because the expectation is that it's right. It's too many people already. What do you think about women in Iran who are pregnant? What do you think about women in Iran who are
Literally,
pregnant?
she doesn't want to talk about anything other than Iran. You are wearing a Union Jack.
Yeah.
You are like
Probably best not to touch me.
I was touching your Union Jack. Right? Sorry. We are in the UK.
Okay.
Keep it to the UK. Tell me why it's so offensive for me to cover my
Because
hair.
there are women in prison for uncovering their
That's literally your
hair.
argument.
So that's a garment of subjugation.
Is
It's
there
a tool.
anything else?
It's a tool
Is
of
there,
subjugation.
answer this question. Is there anything else other than there's women in Iran?
It's a tool of
I
subjugation.
cannot speak for Iran. I cannot speak
Can you
for
not
Iran.
hear what the words I'm saying? It is a tool of subjugation. So what?
Yeah. The women in Iran, right? No. It's not a tool of subjugation.
Why isn't he wearing it? Why isn't he wearing it?
Because my religion tells me to wear my hijab.
Why? Why?
You already know why.
Yeah, I do. So I'm asking you to explain it. Why?
I wear
Why is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, why?
Why do you?
It's not always a choice. Hang on.
Listen. Sorry.
She's listening to
You said let women speak. Sorry, you said let women speak. You don't like what I'm saying. That's the bottom line. Yeah, but you don't like what I'm saying. And my choice to cover offends you.
It doesn't offend
No, you said that. It offends you.
It doesn't offend me.
It doesn't offend you.
Okay, why does it bring this up?
Because my God told me to cover my hair, to dress modestly, and it brings me pride. I'm proud of it every single day. Why are you
same-sex marriage, to stop the many births in this country that are born, many children that are born with birth defects because their cousins, because their parents are cousins. So we would like to stop these practices, and we would like to say to free your face. You don't have to cover your face in this country. So we don't want to see that. We don't want to see women covering their faces here. I would like to ban the niqab, and I think we should do that as a matter of urgency. I see more and more women in this country covering their faces. It's an absolute disgrace. Anyway, we come here with our vaginas to come in this space to say we will keep coming to let women speak in this space that likes to exclude women with its machismo bullshit. So join me this last Sunday of every month to come and speak the truth about how we see women in this country. I also want to say, just while I'm here, I fully support the protest against the migrant hotels. And I think we need to take issue very, very quickly on behalf of the dignity and safety of women and say no more migration without background check. So, I hope to see you all maybe sooner than the end of September. Maybe many of you will be going on the 13th of September. And if you are, I'll see you there. Anyway, we came to let women see.
And we need to repent for the sin of abortion.
What do you think of that?
That got a bit lively, didn't it?
Yeah, as usual. I'm interested to see what's happening on the 13th.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's a speaker.
Who, oh, that's Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
Do you want a picture? Yeah. I'm not sure where to go to that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why? When it's just windy, I'm a sail.
Yeah, is that what this is for actually? You put your
Yeah, you
thing
just
and you
fly up.
put your thing through. Can we throw things at you?
No.
Back to Newcastle and it's pitch black. The nights are drawing in. It wasn't dark last time I came back, and this time, month, it wasn't dark, was it? Sure it wasn't. Anyway, I've had a great weekend. You can't really see anything, so I'm going to put the camera away. Hope you've enjoyed me vlog. Thanks for joining me on me weekend in London. See you next time.